Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hi,
Anybody
guys.
home?
Bon après-midi, bonjour, bonsoir, depending on what time you're listening to this.
How far, everybody? What's up? How you guys doing?
Welcome to the new episode of
Unseriously speaking.
And this is episode 3. Yay, we've been consistent for 3 straight episodes. I feel like I need to be rewarded. Technically,
kudos
2
to
episodes.
us, actually. Yeah.
You might as well just take me to Rhapsodies to celebrate.
You see, we need to dead this matter of Rhapsodies. See, my tax bracket, rich.
So why you...
Sorry.
You're not the woman of your word. I shall be...
I was joking.
You were not joking. You were trying to make it up to me for abandoning me in the first place. So, which means I'm a joke to you, Ni.
No, you're not a joke. Don't worry. Just pray for me. I'll make money. I'll go to Rhapsodies and blow like 100K.
Anywho, how was your week?
My week was fine. This is April, right?
Yeah.
So March was like the last month of the quarter. So, quarterly review, all that stuff. I actually did a personal review. I saw that I failed woefully, but we move everything to the new quarter. God help us. So how's your own week? What were you up to?
A lot of big decisions, which honestly quite literally scared the life out of me, but made a lot of big decisions this week, and I'm very excited about the new quarter because I'm very hopeful because it seems like I'm making good decisions. I'm making headway in life, and work was work, life was life. But I say I had a very good week. On a scale of 1 to 10, this week is a solid 8. Yeah, it was a good week.
Also, I went to see Dungeons and Dragons yesterday. By the way,
what is Dungeons and Dragons?
It's like that movie that what's this I born for you guys' name again? Reggae Page, Duke of Hastings or something.
Listen, I born for you guys. Wild.
Yeah, so he was in the movie. I actually went with a friend who wanted to take me out. I was like, okay, yeah, let's go. So I got there and then I saw that it was between Ant-Man and I Born For You Guys.
Why did you watch Ant-Man?
I can't even remember what happened in the first Ant-Man.
I feel like they do recaps when you in the beginning of
I was not interested in Marvel. Marvel has not been giving lately, so I just...
Please, Doctor Strange gave
I have Doctor Strange. I haven't even watched it. You just reminded me.
Movies.
We're down seats. We don't have Disney Plus in Nigeria.
Cinema. It was in the cinemas.
But I didn't get around to watch it then now, so I had to improvise. So yeah, the movie was actually really good. Although Reggae Page's screen time wasn't too plenty like that, but it was okay.
So you went to watch I Born For You, and in reality, the I Born For You guy wasn't even the main guy in the movie.
He wasn't main, but he was really good. His character was actually very...
But he wasn't the main character.
Well, he was in the film for half of the film, so it wasn't that bad.
Okay.
Yeah. He had a very, very, very big role to play. If not, all of them would have died. Yeah.
So, in other news, Chidima called me to remind me that the video released album, and I should be listening. And I know Chidima is gonna listen. I haven't listened to the album yet, but it seems like people are giving it glowing reviews. I'll probably listen after this.
I've been hearing when I went to the mall yesterday, I heard some of the songs. Some shops were playing some of the songs from the album. I don't know the names of the songs because I've not listened to it, but I know that I've not heard those songs before from Davido, and it was Davido that was singing. You can know the auto-tune is very clear, So you definitely know.
I'm not on that wavelength.
No, that's Davido.
I think Davido is awesome. I just haven't had the time.
No, but he has a distinct voice though, so you can tell when he's singing. And the auto-tune, but anyway, that's story for another day.
I feel like I'm a Davido fan. I feel like but because I just haven't had the time to listen to it, but I'll definitely listen to it. But Fowls released a new song this week, Mr. Yakubu. I probably played that song like 1,000 times.
Dragging everybody.
Because that song was like, I think you guys should just listen to it, watch the video, because it gives this song like so much like context, and it's like,
I haven't seen the video, but at least I've heard the song. The song is really good.
The video is so good, like especially if you're like well aware of what's happening in the political scene, you are definitely going to like be seeing like small things in the video, and you're like, I know that, I understand that.
And please, this is to implore everybody,
so
please go and support Fowls. Like literally, Fowls is the only one of the only celebrities that's fighting for us, so we need to support people like that.
He's not fighting for us, he's fighting for himself as well.
Yeah, but like honestly speaking, how will I put it now? He's somebody that he doesn't really lose anything if he doesn't fight.
Yeah,
do you understand?
I guess
he's probably a US citizen.
I mean, he did not tell us, but he could be.
He's probably, or a British citizen. He's probably a British citizen.
And yeah, I guess so. Ooh, and then I kept seeing this thing on Twitter, like people were comparing Nigeria to America, and I was like, what is the source of this stupid comparison? And then I saw that there was a mass shooting that went on in America, which was obviously like terrible. But Nigerians were now saying, oh, look at the country that we're copying from. Like they are like better than us. Look at all that. We're copying foreign culture, but look at, they are shooting people in their schools and stuff like that. And then somebody said, let me find the tweet. Where was it? Somebody, like the person made like an inference as to saying, okay, we're complaining that these people, their own is school shooting, meanwhile our own is electoral violence, cultism, terrorism, kidnapping, banditry. Because they were comparing the quality of parenting. Say America, like we copy American parenting style, and look at what the kids that grew up in America do. And then somebody now said, so is election violence, cultism, terrorism, like, all these things a product of good parenting?
Yeah, like even the people that are perpetuating all this, were they not trained by African parents? I've been US parents trained them, and most of them are even adopting like normal African parenting style.
Exactly.
Most of their parents, people that are doing election violence and stuff like that. So it's not really like, people just like to reach too much, because that's not even a factor. But
in like another angle is like, if another country had like 2 mass shootings in a day, I saw this tweet. Someone was like, if another country had 2 mass shootings like daily, the US would have probably sent like bulk SMS to all their like expatriates and ambassadors and all of that, and be like, oh please, can you place this country on red list and stuff like that. But nobody would dare to place America on a red list. But here they are, killing children.
Yeah, I know there's mass shootings. I don't think there's any country that doesn't have problems. Let me not lie to you.
Yeah, but like how many countries have problems where their citizens are legally allowed to buy guns, and then that's
just the problem. The gun laws in America are like, and with these issues they're supposed to like review all those laws, but I don't think they're doing anything about it. It's only thoughts and prayers they have for you people in America. I'm sorry. Thoughts and prayers. Every time this happens, you hear the president come and tell you thoughts and prayers. My thoughts and prayers are with. What are they doing with your thoughts and prayers? Your thoughts and prayers are going to bring out.
It's better than our president that is always expressing shock. Our president must.
Everybody's mad. Everybody's
our
mad.
President is that the president expresses shock.
Electrocution.
Excuse me. Every 2 minutes. Oh, the president expresses shock at. Excuse, Mr. President. You are the president, but you're expressing shock.
Yeah, it's like when anything happens in Nigeria, they used to plug in with barbed wire. Because why is he always shocked?
Another thing that I saw like a lot on my timeline on Twitter. I know I said I was going to quit Twitter, but like I'm using it for research.
Which day did you say you're going to quit Twitter?
That was last week. I said I was going to quit Twitter last week after that El-Rufai stunned tweet.
Why will you quit Twitter because of that?
Yeah, but
just
like,
report the boy's page and move on.
No. When somebody dragged him, I said his brother died because of the road. Yeah,
report the person's page.
No, but like, as I was saying, I didn't quit Twitter because I realized I used Twitter for research for the podcast. So I'm only on Twitter damaging my mental health for you people. So I kept seeing this week, to be specific, I kept seeing white money doing and like they do a lot on my timeline. So I tried to piece the story together. So I think it starts with white money saying something about, oh, men should just go and make money, that every woman is in your league and stuff like that. And then he went on, I think Doyin said something in his comment section. And then he now went to Nedu's podcast, and then him and Nedu were, you know that anytime somebody comes up with like a notion, anytime somebody is championing any type of hate towards women, you know that Nedu's this thing will just stand and he will just, be at alert and just be joining and supporting any form of rubbish. You know, that's literally all he stands for. So they were now like having a little like they were bonding over their mutual like distastes for women, or whatever that can be called. First of all, let's be serious. No, don't be fooled. Not everybody is in your league. Even as a babe, not everybody is in your league. As a guy, some women will never be in your league. It's not even the money that you have. No amount of money. There are some people, if like Nedu fool himself, I'm pretty sure that Nedu is not in many people's league. Are you mad?
No, a lot of people are not in his league.
A lot of people are not in his league. But he too, he's not in people's league. Let's be honest. As much as he's a fool, there are some people that he will say, exactly. There are some people, like for instance, now you will come and say you want to make money and enter in Lumelu's daughter's league. Oh yeah, go and follow her, please.
That trust fund child.
Or you are in Chelsea Clinton's league. Go and follow her.
Somebody that's going to inherit like maybe almost half of her father's estate. You and Bill Gates' daughter
are in the same league. Like, let's be serious, people.
But wait, have you seen the guy that Bill Gates' daughter is dating?
But are you in that? Is there anybody? Haba now. Let's be serious.
That guy, his father was no Bill Gates or something. Must have been a way.
Do you get? You are not in any, like, there's some people that are above your league. Let's not play. Let's not lie.
Like, no matter the kind of money you get. See, even Tony Lumelu, there are some women that he cannot still get. Let's just say now he's not married.
The truth is that there are people who are moved by money, and then there are people who are moved by principles. There are people who, maybe the more money you get, the more likely they are to fall under your league. That's a thing. But then there are some people that once they take a look, like me, for instance, you are below 5'10", you are automatically... I'm not automatically not in your league. I'm not saying I'm the finest person in the world, but I cannot follow. I can't talk to a short man.
Even though you have, honestly speaking,
no amount of money can make up for being short. I'm sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
I recommend prayers and beans, but not money.
Like specifications are real.
Or you are a light-skinned evil guy.
Hey,
no sub, but like just forget it. Like I'm sure you're a good person. I'm very certain you're a wonderful person. But like, there's nothing in this life.
You just literally explained why it's money. Light-skinned evil guy.
Obvious. If I say they don't use the accent, people say I'm judging them. But look at an example. So like,
well, I know a light-skinned evil guy that has sense. We work together.
I'm sure that if I look into that matter, it's very stupid.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't really know him outside of the office, so I can't. But in the office, he has sense. He's a brilliant person.
If you deep the matter, you'll see that it's a very foolish child.
Wait, calm down, no, please. It's one of my PMs. I beg. He's not foolish in Jesus' name.
I'm not. Is he paying my salary?
I'm very sure if he hears this, he'll know it's the one that I'm talking about.
Is he paying my salary? Hey, but for real, I feel like people need to like get their act together. Not everybody is in your league, and there's nothing wrong with that. Date within your league, date in your tax bracket, date within your height. Except you're a tall man, please date short women so that your children can have balanced height. That's the only thing that I recommend. If you're light-skinned, date the people that like stupid people. Like, if you're a light-skinned Igbo man, date the people that like stupid people, like, and just proceed. Don't stress on that.
White money was just like trying to insinuate that getting women or getting a partner is all about like the money in your bank account, which is not true.
And funny enough, and what annoys me with that like rhetoric is like women are working now. So this isn't like the 60s or the 50s.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
You needed to have money to get married. Women have money too, and sometimes when they have money, they don't send you and your daddy.
There's something I wanted to say about white money now, but I'm not going to say just because I have love in my heart.
My friend said, do I have it in my heart? Please talk.
No, I wanted to say like white money probably is carrying like girls that don't work. Like,
it's not even it. Somebody has told him that she's not in his league when he didn't have money. And it was not fresh. So the thing is spinning into today.
Now that he has money, I'm pretty sure that it's quite easier for him to get some certain type of girls. Do you understand?
Yeah, for sure.
So, but like that doesn't equate to every girl in the world. I'm sorry. It doesn't, because
Good.
somebody like white money, like, you can't literally, me now personally, let me speak for myself. Let's just say white money moved to me now. Please move away.
Ouch, guys.
Please move away.
That's horrible.
No. But literally.
First of all, like, sidetrack. People who know me and Chigo in person and keep telling me, "Oh, Ihoma, you're so mean. You're so this." I'm going to fight you on sight, because look at Chigo, your quiet angel. That's all I have to say.
I'm not a quiet angel. Nobody should think I'm a quiet angel.
If you went to uni with us, you probably think that, and you're listening to podcast, you're like, okay, did Ihoma and Chigo swap personalities? We did not. She has always been like this. You people were just blinded by Big Bum Bum. That's all I want to say. That's the end of this. Anyways, moving forward. So there was a lot of talk. I don't know if you were on Twitter this week, but there was like a lot of conversation around like consent, begging people for sex, like, and literally, I feel like every 3 market days we have to explain consent to Nigerians like it is like rocket science or further mass. Like every other day, we're explaining the concept of like consent. So Chigo, like what is consent? Just like to be
simply put, just permission to do something to somebody, or like somebody agreeing to something. That's consent. So if a person doesn't agree, there's no consent. Exactly.
Let me give you an instance. Chigo, please, can I take your glasses?
No.
Now that is no consent, so I will not take her glasses. That's literally how it works. So I don't understand why every other day we start to talk about it like it's rocket science. And then I hear like this thing, like people keep saying, oh, begging for sex. First of all, I don't know, like personally, in my own opinion, begging for sex is a very manipulative thing, and it's, to me, borderline coercion. Like, it's because some people, like, like, for instance, let me use myself as an example. I'm somebody you can beg and wear me down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, especially when there's like certain things, when I like you or care about you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, my sister can beg me and wear me down. Like, I don't want to do it, but she will beg me to the point where I'm like, okay, whatever.
Exactly.
But then when you're like begging somebody for sex and then the person just is tired of you begging and says yes, I don't necessarily think that's consent.
I feel like even though you want to like beg, at least just ask like 1, 2 or 3 times. Be like, can I? No.
I think one time is good enough, because Nigerian guys have that, like, it's their thing. They're like, oh, like, and then you're like, no. They keep saying, oh, please, let me just put can I just, please now? Oh, you're giving me blue balls. You're crazy.
Which will you die?
Walai. And they'll be like, oh, please, oh, I love you. I'm gonna please shut up.
Hold on first. Single men that are celibate, that are not having sex with anybody. Like, you understand now?
Yeah.
Have they died? Because it's not like if you're not having sex with anybody that you don't have the urges or anything like that. You do. Literally, you do. And I heard that men wake up with like
but
erections.
Yes, but do they die?
But literally,
before you beg somebody for sex, I need you to ask yourself a few questions. Why am I begging this person to have sex with me? 1, if I don't have sex with this person today now, will I die? 2, if the person says no the first time and you initiate something sexual, why can't me as a person, this person has said no, why can't I just leave you alone? Like, ask yourself, what is wrong with me as an individual? Like, will I depreciate in value if I don't sleep with this person?
Like, and the thing is, sex is even overrated, because it's overrated.
And I think the tweet that started this whole thing was, one girl said, oh, she was kissing a guy, and then he suddenly stopped and said, like, are you sure you want this? And then she was like, yes, now. And then, he, like, why would he even want to be sure? Stuff like that. And then she said that killed the mood for her, because, like, him asking. Personally, I think that guy is a hero. Like, champ, big up to you. And please, like, constantly ask, as a woman, as a man, if you are being intimate with somebody, try to like constantly ask the person to make sure like both of you are in the loop and both of you are agreeing to everything that you people are doing.
Yeah, because like,
you two need to ask for consent. It's not just a man thing.
So because he asked you, is
To me personally, I think that's like a huge turn on if we're doing anything and you're like, oh, are you still comfortable? Do you still want to do this?
Like when a guy asks you, can I kiss you?
That is like,
That's
I don't
like,
know how to even explain.
Even though you are not attractive, you become a little bit attractive
like,
in my eyes.
This person's brain is balanced.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the first thing your mind just say, this person's brain is balanced. That's what my brain just goes to. Cause, like,
anyway, the mood was good for her. She should be going.
Well, no, but I think I do personally feel like coercing people into having sex with you or begging people to the point where you wear them down into having sex with you is borderline rape. It's rape. To me, that's like a personal, like, that's the way I...
Because person is not using their full mind. Do you understand? Maybe like just the part of their mind that you rubbed until they agreed is the mind that is going to do it with you.
Somebody was saying, oh, like if begging for sex is rape, then begging for money is theft. I'm like, are you mad? How many times I won't beg you for money to make money actually disappear from your account?
Exactly. But I just feel like if you ask the person once, twice, the person doesn't agree, just leave the person. You will not die. It's not much that you do it that. And something I wanted to talk about, like in marriage, when in marriage, the fact that you're married to this person, and yes, it's true, you guys can now have sex freely as you like, right? But it doesn't mean you are entitled to sex every time you want it from this other person. Whether you're a man or a woman, you're not entitled to. Oh, let's just say now, okay, let's not use women. Let's use men now. Let's say a man comes back from work and the woman wants to have sex, and then the man says, "No, I'm tired." Just leave it.
He's tired.
Tomorrow is another day. Do you understand? You guys are married, but then
this thing is not going anywhere.
Exactly.
You're not dying.
But then the fact that you now come and say, "Oh, we are married and he doesn't want to have sex with me," and you just like get pissed. Come on.
And then there was
and then there's this thing that men do. They feel entitled to their wife's body. It's like a men thing, and women, it's not very rampant where women are. It's mostly women. They feel entitled to their wife's body, so they want to, like, even though the woman doesn't want to agree, they will now force her, and then they will say it's not rape because they're married, which is a lie. It's a bloody lie.
But I do want to say something though. Like, I think you see this begging for sex and coercion thing. Like, it's obviously like a very incomplete conversation, but we clearly don't have all the time in the world to like fully dissect the conversation as we rightfully should. Cause like you have to take into like purity culture in Nigeria. How some people will only, like, I don't know how to explain. There are people who, like, when you ask them the first time, they're going to say no because they don't want to seem cheap. I don't know, like, I don't know if you get where I'm coming from.
Yeah, I understand.
There definitely is purity culture to make it seem like this is a harder or a much more like difficult thing to achieve, so that when you have it, you're not very lax or loose with it. I don't know if that makes any sense. And then there's token resistance. God, I beg.
What's that?
So you say no, so that, like, it's basically almost the same thing. Or you're saying no just because they haven't done something for you, or because you want them to do something for you, as like, do you get?
Mm-hmm. I get.
I'm not explaining it without saying like I shall walk, but like you get the gist.
Yeah, like give and take.
Like it's more transactional for you. So that's a token resistance, because you're like, there's nothing I can gain in this opportunity. But all times, the no is still like no. The no.
Yeah, it doesn't matter the situation.
No.
It isn't. And
what this thing, like this whole conversation now morphed into some other thing where people were now saying, oh, even when you go to spend the night at a guy's place, or a guy comes to spend the night at your place, even as just like friends, because women can be platonic friends with men, no sex involved, no hanky panky, none of that stuff.
Yeah,
not everybody wants to play mommy and daddy with you. So people are now saying that even in those like situations when they have like men come over, the men be like, oh sure, nothing is gonna happen, I'm going to behave myself. They still like try to touch you inappropriately, do this and do that, and, which I think is so wild.
If you do that, you're a madman.
No, because I was seeing like some stories that I thought were insane. Like even in like her house, she was raped.
The guy came to her house?
The guy came to her house, and you know, she told him prior, she was like, I'm not interested in anything sexual. He was like, oh yeah, no, we're just gonna chill and whatever. And then, so it became late, it started to rain, so he spent the night. So in the night, he then started touching her inappropriately, and she kept on saying no and no and no. And then he forced himself on her, saying, oh, you're too hot, I couldn't resist you. How can I resist you when you're so hot? I didn't even know you were this hot.
Oh God.
And then he raped her in her own house, and she couldn't kick him out because it was raining, still raining outside, and it was like really late at night. It was like 2 a.m.
And that's why she couldn't kick him out. I will kick you, your ancestors, your mommy and daddy, your brothers and sisters, everybody outside. You are mad.
Like, I can't even lie. I would.
She was still doing Ejibo Madu.
And then people were not saying that, oh, why would you mistakenly spend the night in a guy's place? Why can't you mistakenly spend the night in police station or church? Was it not in the church that girl was raped?
Wait. Okay, yeah, that's true.
Was it
that RCC
the other day that they arrested some women at a strip club and took them to police station, and police officers were using pure water sachet as condom to rape women? So were they not, quote unquote, spending the night in the police station? Were they not still raped? Were women not raped when they spend the night in church? So,
but hold on, wasn't it like the guy that spent the night in the girl's house?
Yeah.
So
even when women spend the night in a guy's house, similar stories have been told.
That's like when they tell you don't go to a guy's house, it would be like
the real thing, as opposed to saying don't go to a guy's house, I feel like that is such a why not don't rape people, don't touch people without their permission?
No, like, don't go to a guy's house is more of like protection, because men are mad. Do you understand? So like, just to protect yourself, like, we're still clamoring for, okay.
But the thing is, they teach these things to girls at a young age. You should also, at the time that you're using to teach your daughter not to be friendly with guys, you're supposed to use that time to teach your sons that they shouldn't be raping people.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But like I said,
because some of them don't even know that it's a bad thing. To them, you're just playing hard to get, so all they have to do is beg you, and they're sure you want it because they like, it's such a very, very, very weird rhetoric. Man.
Like they say, no means no. If somebody tells you, just leave the person. Why do you even want to have some sex with them? Someone that's not your wife.
Why do you want to have sex with somebody that doesn't want to have sex with you? Simple.
Exactly.
Because if like, I can't even imagine. I'm talking to a guy and then he's like, oh yeah, I don't want to sleep with you, and I'm like, please now, I'm begging you, please, John, please. Am I mad? Don't I have shame? But even if you are not loved in your life, you don't have a girlfriend, your parents love you. If your parents have failed to love you, Jesus Christ in heaven loves you. So for the sake of Jesus, don't embarrass yourself and don't embarrass him. You just sit and be begging somebody, please. God, I beg. So the point is, moral of the story is, please ask permission for whatever you're doing, especially when it is like of a sexual nature with the opposite sex. Ask consent all the way through, both women and men.
Yeah.
What is Mia?
Don't rape anybody.
Why are you laughing? This is not funny.
No, I don't. The way you said what is Mia. Please don't mind me, I beg.
This is actually like a very intense topic.
Yeah, our podcast name is Unseriously Speaking, but today we are seriously.
No, but we're seriously speaking about a serious thing. So, yeah.
And they were asking why I was laughing.
You're mad.
Anyway,
so what's your month? Like, what's the plan for this month in general?
This is April, right?
Yes.
So I heard that they're putting more responsibility on me at work. God, I beg. But
well, that's a good thing now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. When I go to work tomorrow, I'll find out what it is and where I'm going to go from there. So, looking forward to that, I guess. Because even though I'm not looking forward to it, it will still come. So yeah, what am I even doing this month? I don't even have any plans. I feel like I don't have a life outside of like work and
what?
And church, I guess.
Okay. I don't even have a church life. Well, I have a prayer life. I just don't have a church life. Those are different things.
Mm-hmm.
This month, I'm just gonna chill and allow like God do His thing and like move pieces into place. Because I realized that because I stress about everything literally. Because we're so young, like you have your career, you have, just relationships and things like that. I stress about like every single thing. And I'm just going to allow God to like do His thing and just like vibe out the rest of the year. This whole year I'm just gonna like vibe and just work and try to build myself and like myself professionally and just, dabble in different things and like, multiple sources of income.
Did you join in on the prayers yesterday?
I saw it them late actually. I saw it in the evening.
It's there, but it's still there though.
I didn't see
That's what I'm going to say. It's still there.
I didn't see it like on time because I saw it was like 6 a.m. and when I saw it was like 5
in the evening.
5 p.m. Yeah.
You didn't see when I posted it?
No, I saw it on your status around 5 p.m.
Sorry.
So that's the thing.
I said it's there. It's on YouTube. I'm just telling you. No, I'm just telling you.
Today was Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
And I went to church.
Next week is Easter. I wish I could go home, but I can't.
Who knows? Do you know any good like brunch places in Abuja? Because I'm thinking of going to brunch for Easter. Papi's is where?
Mabushi.
You are very mad.
I don't understand.
I should use myself from here. Mind you, let me give
Mabushi is not far now.
Area 11, and we now come and be going to Mabushi.
It's not far.
You did not see Wuse.
But it's not in Wuse anymore now.
I know it's not in Wuse anymore.
They've bulldozed the place.
Yes, they.
You people.
No, it's they.
you people in your office.
Please, I don't know what office did that. I don't work there. They bulldozed puppies. Whatever. But I'm thinking of going to brunch for Easter because, I think I might be spending Easter a lot. But that sounds like fun. But like, I still want to go to brunch for Easter.
Pop is like the best place for brunch. Or
I'm not going to.
I'd have said Yellow Plate, but Yellow Plate is really, really expensive. Just budgeting like 40k for brunch. You understand me?
Why is it 40,000 for brunch? What am I eating? Crab.
Yeah.
Crab legs.
I don't even. Do you want sushi? Do you want to go and eat sushi?
Where?
In Ocean Baskets.
Where is Ocean Basket?
Jabi More.
What's the budget?
For a platter of sushi, I think it's like 10,000.
So we like the platter of sushi and be full.
Platter of sushi. They have like 10 pieces.
A platter of sushi is 10 pieces.
I don't know. I didn't calculate how many it is. They said it's 3 of this.
Wait,
of
you
this.
went there?
No, I saw the menu.
No, you went there.
I saw the menu.
Where did you see the menu?
Online, on Instagram.
If I check the Instagram page and they don't have the menu now.
No, the menu is on Instagram. I checked it today.
So, but why did you not say you not calculate well?
Like, they were writing how many sushis on this thing, like how many, like different types, but like how many of this, how many of this. So I did not add it together.
Ocean Basket.
I have not eaten sushi in my life.
Chigo went to Ocean Basket.
Ocean Basket is in Jabi Lake Mall. I passed it when I was going to cinema yesterday.
Chigo went to Ocean Basket.
This one is just accusing me of things that you know.
I ate sushi. So now her guilty conscience is claiming that she hasn't eaten it.
I've not eaten sushi before. Yes. I'm saying the truth.
Wow.
I'm not lying.
Wow.
I actually want to try it, but
Chiga and I are getting divorced, guys.
I actually want to try the sushi.
Excuse me, we're getting divorced.
You're
going to pay spousal support.
Who's doing that one with you?
Yes, no.
Anyway, like I said, you can go and eat sushi. Or I don't know if I have money. I would have followed you, but I don't know if I have money. Maybe by then I'll know. Then we'll share the money.
NYC, please release our allowance. Because it's your money I plan on using to eat sushi, not mine. Yours. Because it's you that is causing me distress to feel like
I'll probably tell Joy so that the money will be split into 3. What do you think? Because she will definitely want to go.
Does Joy listen to this podcast?
Yes.
Okay. That sounds like a nice idea. That sounds like a phenomenal plan. I encourage it.
Anyway, let's see. Is it Falawi comes?
Can you use chopsticks?
It's not to use YouTube video. That's how to use chopsticks in 2 minutes. We learn it. It's not hard.
Chiga is gonna embarrass us. I promise to return with videos. If you're not following us on Instagram and Twitter, you definitely will not see these videos because I will be posting them on Instagram.
I beg.
On our Insta story.
Don't worry, I'm not
On
embarrassing
Insta story.
anybody. You see,
Please.
my
Stay
ancestors
tuned.
are at risk. I can't do that.
Sugar, your ancestors are from Igbo. They use their hand to eat. I think they're fine.
No, I don't want to embarrass them outside. No, I mean, for my grandfather will appear to me in my dream. So it's me.
And ask you why you're eating raw fish.
You say so it's me.
Don't you think he'll
embarrassing.
be more focused on the problem as to why you're eating raw fish?
I don't think he cares about that.
The raw fish, but he cares about the chopstick.
That's what he cares about. My grandfather used to eat Chinese that time now. So he doesn't use his hand to eat.
Anyways, we have clearly spiraled. This has been interesting and fun. I hope you guys learned as much as we have. I hope the month of April is kind to all of us.
Amen.
Yes.
Amen.
Please learn to ask people for permission before you take anything. Chidima and Joko, ask me for permission before you take my stuff. Thanks.
She also just asked me for permission before you touch any of my property. I beg. You see, she has carried my clothes. That girl is now wearing my clothes to school, using my clothes to do jam
Chidima,
bites.
I won't embarrass you on a large scale like this, but please, you get the drift. I'm begging you. Permission first. Thanks. Anyways, thank you for watching today's thank you for listening to today's episode. Let us know if you think we should actually start filming videos, and yeah,
that's left to you guys. If you guys don't like,
if you guys don't like, don't listen,
subscribe.
don't subscribe, don't follow, no videos. We're going to keep talking to each other like we're blind people.
Exactly.
Like this.
So yeah.
And in case you cannot see, right? I know obviously people cannot see. We are lying down to show you how much we don't reach people because people don't rate us.
Why did you tell them our
I will rate only those who rate me. Please rate me and listen to the
stay up here
podcast.
embarrassing us outside. Why tell them
At least I'm
lie
wearing
down?
clothes. I'm wearing clothes. Chigo, how far?
I'm fully clothed.
Please
Yes.
follow us and subscribe. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Chigo, tell them.
Unseriously Speaking Pod on Instagram, Unseriously S Pod on Twitter, Unseriously Speaking Pod on TikTok, Unseriously Speaking Podcast on YouTube. Thank you and God bless.
Have a wonderful week and welcome to the lovely month of April.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.